Hey y'all, DAGG here, and today I'm going to rip off Scotty Was. I think it is safe to say that Lego video games are a huge part of the gaming industry in the last couple of years. I don't know a single person who hasn't played at least one Lego video game. And for many gamers, the Lego games were a big part of their childhood. Also, during E3 we saw the trailer for the new Lego game called Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The game will cover all 9 films, and that's when I decided to look back at my old Lego games. So today we're going to talk about them. But before we do that, a little backstory. Back in the day, I didn't really understand the Nintendo world or the community. I didn't even know what Metroid, Kirby, and even Zelda was. Sure, I knew Mario and actually really enjoyed Mario Kart DS, but I also thought New Super Mario Bros. Was hard, so I didn't enjoy that one. So, besides Mario Kart DS, what other type of games could I play? And then, the Lego games. Let's start with one of my favorites, and I'm sure I have more than 200 hours in it. I played this game every single day for over 2 years, and it is the first game I ever 100%ed. I'm of course talking about Lego Star Wars, the complete saga. This game is phenomenal, and me being a Star Wars fanatic, I love it. The game covered the first 6 films, and oh boy, were they amazing. It included the soundtrack from the films, a small open world lobby. I'm of course talking about the DS game. I don't have any Lego games for other consoles, just DS and 3DS, because I wouldn't stop playing them. I wanted them always with me. Okay, now back to Lego Star Wars. There is nothing as cool as being able to see Luke and Darth Vader join forces to defeat Darth Maul. The experience is just something out of this world, in a place far, far away. I remember I played all the stages with all the characters. Yeah, I had a lot of free time back in the day. And I think there is nothing more to say about it. When you discover a secret, you felt satisfied. And that's what this game is all about, satisfaction. Honestly, one of the best games ever created. After the enormous success of Star Wars, Lego Star Wars, the complete saga, Lego decided to release Lego Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars. A game based on Star Wars, The Clone Wars, the TV series, which at the time, for me, was one of the best and ultimate TV shows ever. I even have some trading cards of the series. The game allows you to relive some of the Clone Wars episodes, which was cool and all, but even though the graphics were amazing, as well as the updated character roster, I felt it was missing something. So, while I had a fun time playing it, it was nowhere near the original. Still a good game though, especially for fans of the Clone Wars. After these 2 amazing games, we move to Lego Batman, the video game. This game is, how can I put it? Everything and more. Jesus Christ, this game is there. If there is a game that I spent almost all my childhood that isn't Lego Star Wars, it is this one. I haven't played it in years and I can still remember the whole first level of the game. The sub-world is the Batcave as well as Arkham. But why Arkham? Because after clearing the main story as Batman and Robin, you can play it again as the villain's point of view. What other game allows you to do that? You can drive the Batmobile and it is like a combination of the movies and the comics. Of course, the main villain is Joker, but you also fight the Penguin, Harley Quinn, the Riddler, Poison Ivy, Bane, Catwoman, and all the villains we know and love. The game also allows you for a new mechanic that changes Batman's or Robin's outfit, giving them different abilities for different puzzles. It was amazing in a LEGO game that is a must buy. If you haven't played LEGO Batman, what are you doing with your life? You need to buy it right now. I bet it is not that expensive right now, and play it. This is a masterpiece. LEGO Batman 2, on the other hand, while still being good and have a better story, it felt a little off. Mostly because of being Batman 2 DC superheroes. It introduced Lex Luthor, Superman, and the rest of the Justice League. It didn't feel like a Batman game.
Hey guys, I'm Batman and I have a brand new game. It is called LEGO Batman 2 and it's all about Batman.
Hey, Superman here, and no, this is not Batman, this is DC Justice League, the video game. It didn't feel like a Batman game. At the beginning, it had some of normal Batman villains from the first game, but all it really was Batman and Superman versus Joker and Lex. And at the end, we had the Justice League versus Joker and Lex. Again, it's not a bad game, but it is also not a Batman game. It should have been DC superheroes, in my opinion, and that would be a lot better. But that's just the name. The overall gameplay was good, fun, and as I already mentioned, a good story. They even made a movie about it. And then we have LEGO Batman 3, Beyond Gotham. This game did exactly the same problems as Batman 2, and more. This time it definitely felt like a Justice League game instead of a Batman one. The story is about the Justice League teaming up with the Legion of Doom. For those who don't know, the Legion of Doom is the Justice League, but instead of the DC heroes, they are the DC villains. They team up to defeat Brainiac, who is there to conquer the world, and they find out that the only way to do it is by regaining the power of the 7 Lantern Rings from the Lantern Corps. Okay. So, it is closer to a Green Lantern game than a Batman game. The story is floppy, the gameplay is okay, but for me, this game was boring. If you enjoyed it, good for you, but for me, it was meh and I really don't have any interest on playing it again. Now we move to LEGO Harry Potter's Year 1 to 4 and LEGO Harry Potter Years 5 to 7. LEGO Harry Potter's Years 1 to 4 focuses on the first 4 movies, and LEGO Harry Potter Years 5 to 7 focuses on the other 4 movies. Games are also some of my all-time favorites, and for so many reasons. They had great puzzles, very good level design, a good story, obviously. It had some of the most hilarious cutscenes in any game I've ever played. It also had many options since you could always learn new spells, and they had a lot of characters. I admit that this game scarred me for life. There is this level in Harry Potter Years 1 to 4 on the 3rd movie that you need to follow Peter Pettigrew in his rat form, but you need to avoid the whole monitors, and there is this section that is very hard. Or at least for me, that was very hard, and I spent a year trying to pass it. And I'm not lying. I legit tried a whole year before actually beating this game because of that little section. Which now it's very easy, but for me, back in the day, that was hard. They are both great with very fun puzzles, gameplay, and cutscenes. And it recently got a re-release on Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation 4 in the form of LEGO Harry Potter Collection. So if you haven't had the chance to experience any of these two games, you're really missing out. They are both great, and now you have no excuse, you can buy them for any modern console. Really, get these two games. LEGO Battles. This is probably the worst game on this video. While the idea of aliens, knights, pirates, and all that battling each other sounds cool, the game is very boring, hard to comprehend, and all in all, a bad time. I really don't recommend this one. It is one of the worst games I've ever played. So this one, yeah, you can throw this one to the trash. Next up we have LEGO Marvel's Superheroes Universe Imperium. This is a fun game. It is good to see Iron Man, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Thor, the Fantastic Four, Captain America, and many more on the same game in a time where in the MCU they hadn't even introduced Spider-Man yet. It didn't do anything extraordinary. Was it fun? Yeah. Was it super fun? Not really. I believe it is just safe to say that it was a pretty standard and okay game. Not really a lot to say about this one. While LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean is a whole nother story. In a time I thought LEGO games were not going to be as good as they were before, this game changed my mind. The game was pure HD fun. Great gameplay, hilarious cutscenes, a very large variety of characters. The game follows the story of the first 4 Pirates of the Caribbean movies. The puzzles were creative, and the game introduced a new mechanic that I wish was used in many other LEGO games. The 1v1 combats were genius and felt natural, and I hope they bring the dynamic back. This game is one of the best, I wouldn't say current LEGO games because it is kind of old, but it is a lot of fun. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, this game is just fun. Then we have the LEGO Lord of the Rings video game. That could have been a great game. It had all the material done. A good story, good characters, and good settings. It just needed a little of that LEGO magic. But I think LEGO used too little of that magic. The game felt, well, boring. Sure, there were some jokes here and there, but nothing to make it stand out from the crowd. The story is the same as all the Lord of the Rings movies, so if you're looking for the same story, you have it. The gameplay is very standard and the level designs are, well, I guess they are okay. It is a very basic LEGO game, but I'm sure fans of the movies will really enjoy it. So for me, it was okay, but could have been more. Now to the prequel, LEGO The Hobbit. It is pretty much the exact same story as LEGO Lord of the Rings. Pretty basic and kind of boring. It included more jokes, but those were not enough. The games, both of them, are on the serious side of LEGO games. As well, LEGO The Hobbit could have been great, but Well, now we're almost closing this video and we're talking about Lego Indiana Jones. This game, alongside Lego Star Wars, Lego Harry Potter and Lego Batman, this game is also a masterpiece. The game has the same story as the first 3 films of the Indiana Jones franchise, but at the same time it manages to make it feel unique. It is fun, creative, and many other things. The stages and levels were all very unique and you actually felt like an adventurer when you were playing it. A must-have for any type of gamer. It is very good, very cool, and there's the first level you run from the giant rock, and that is also very cool. I really enjoyed it. The cutscenes were hilarious. I just wish they remade this one for the Nintendo Switch. It is that good. The same can be said about Indiana Jones 2. The adventure continues. The game is based on the 4th film of the franchise, which, let's just say, is not the best one. They tried very hard to be like the first game, but it wasn't able to achieve this. For me, personally, it wasn't good. I felt like this game could have easily not been done. This didn't need to be created. Alright? Indiana Jones 4 is not a great film, and well, this didn't need to be made. But well, those are all the Lego games I played in my life. Now, I know I missed some of the Lego games that I've heard are very good, like Lego World, Lego Jurassic Park, Lego City Undercover, Lego Marvel The Avengers, Lego DC Supervillains, and many more. Lego games are and will always be a big part of the gaming industry, whether they are good or bad games. Lego games create amazing memories for new and old gamers. And I haven't been able to play some of the most recent ones, but with Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga coming out next year, well, I guess it's my time to go back to Lego games. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Share it if you want, and peace.